Hi, well today we are down at Cobbs Key Dry Stack to have a look at this Cranchi Clipper 760. I said it's a 1992 boat, or a 1992 anyway. It was actually crowned Sports Boat of the Year. As you can see why, because it's a really stylish, pretty much timeless design. Front here we've got an anchor on a what looks like manual bow roller, nav lights. Then there's a safety rail, grab rail all the way around the front here. It's finished in a really nice graphite grey hull with a very light grey top deck. 4-hatch, access to the fore cabin. Really stylish wraparound smoked glass windscreen. Tucked away down here you've got the aerial, and then you've got the fuel and the water fillers, midships cleat there. Come all the way back, you can then see down here outdrive legs, slim bathing platform or swim platform, very much the way they were at the time. And then on the back here we've got stern light, ski eye cleat, and a swim ladder over the far side, and then a very large sun pad, which obviously covers the engines but gives you the ability to lay out in the sun, potentially watch the skier or the wakeboarder behind. So let's jump aboard. And again, once aboard you can see they've got that big sun pad at the back. You've got the like extra stern seating here, little table on the far side, folds away, and then down on this side here we have little fridge, storage cupboard. There's some additional storage in this locker under the floor. Moving forward, 2 seats, navigator and a helm seat. These seats are quite nice because they do have lift bolsters, so you can stand up and steer. Nice thing about that is standing up you've got a really good view forward, really good visibility. Here's a couple of standard old school cable controlled throttles which connect to a couple of Volvo Penta 4.6 litre V6s. Steering wheel, selection of switches, and then your normal or usual array of engine gauges for twin engine boats. Little chart table here, compass, couple of cubby holes either side, another one down and under here where you've got you'll find your 240 volt. And being a cubby boat, it obviously has a cubby cabin. Sliding door slides across to keep the water out or the warmth in. Take a couple of steps down in. Once inside, it's actually a bit larger than you'd imagine. Carpet lined. There's that little port light that opens. It's the 4-hatch we looked at from outside. Right the way forward there's like a storage space with a little locker underneath. This infill cushion here will drop in to the space down there, make this whole area a large double berth. And then up under here there's a bit of extra storage under there, and this is your table, which then drops into the section here and gives you somewhere to sit and have a meal. So that pretty much is the cabin. There is, to be fair, a little sink and a cupboard on the side there. There's also quite a clever system here. I don't know if you noticed, there's a rail that runs down the side of the boat down here. So underneath this entire engine section is a cover, canvas cover, that lifts up and gives you overhead protection. Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to stop the camera while I lift the engine hatch up. So that's the engine hatch up. Lifts up on a couple of gas rams as you'd expect, and then inside here we have a couple of Volvo Penta 4.6 litre V6 engines. So a point worth really noting when you're looking at these older petrol engines is it's really important when you're adding your fuel that you include an additive, so an E10 additive that basically stops the later fuel eating away at the inside of your engine. It's pretty straightforward to get hold of. You can buy it online anywhere. E10 ethanol additive, add it to your fuel and it will keep the life of those engines going pretty much indefinitely, obviously with a bit of servicing. So bilge pump down the bottom there, fuel filters on either side, ventilation. But these are beasts. I would imagine that you probably cruise on this boat at around about probably something like 20-25 knots. But I would suspect with those engines you get a top speed close to 40 knots, I would think, with a clean hull. So there you go. A little bit of extra storage under this seat here. Down in there, the fenders and bits and pieces. Then you've got your engine batteries. Oh, and before I forget, there's that frame. So that frame runs across the back of the engine cover. You lift this up, pull the frame out, and then it gives you, as I mentioned, that canvas cover. There's a boat going by. So that is your Cranchi Clipper 760. Hope you've enjoyed the video. See you next time.